Tekken Master.
My name is Hashim, well known as Tekken Master. I started my journey back in 2010, where I was playing Tekken, basically. That's why I named myself Tekken Master, because I was the best in my region, and everyone started naming me Tekken Master. Basically, before any tournament, I always look for the players I'm facing in the bracket. I try to get ready, for the characters they are playing. I warm up and practice and lab a lot of things.
Oh, that was so risky, Tekken Master.
I don't think that's going to be dead.
He needs about 41%. Nah, he's not getting it. It's not getting it.
Yeah.
After playing a lot, then you don't play as much as when the game came out. You can say now I play 4 hours on average every day, because if you play too much, you will burn out and you won't perform very well because you think about it too much. And my weak points, maybe not having experience against some characters like Shao Kahn, maybe Frost, and yeah, I don't think in MK11 I have a lot of weaknesses, but I am very prepared, I think. I hope I can do well in this tournament and keep up my good result, My Kotal Khan is very prepared for this tournament, so be careful. I'm getting back to him. When I first heard about the tournament and us getting invited, I didn't believe that it was real, because we don't have offline tournaments now. So it's been since March I haven't traveled to any offline tournament. So I was surprised, and then when I saw the trailer and everything, I still was in doubt, of how good the tournament will be. But when I went to the arena here and saw Group 1, Group 2, and the production team, it was really too good. And I think this is the best tournament I've ever went to in my entire life. So a lot of players couldn't make it to this tournament because of the pandemic, coronavirus. They were afraid to come here, and some thought it was too long, for them distance. But I'm used to it, I travel from the Middle East to the US all the time, and the participants here are really solid. They play every day. They are very well prepared. They shocked me with their performance and level. They weren't easy. Yes, I won 6-0 in my group, but it was really tough for me to study them and knowing which character I should use against them, because this is the hardest thing I ever go through in tournaments. Which character I should use in the tournament in the set, because I use multiple characters. So all of the players that are here, they are extremely well. They can win each other. Nobody is the best among them, including me. My practice was really good. I played, when I came here, I played offline sets, with the players to see how they play. I was trying multiple characters with them, and it really mattered, even if I should practice in home and come here prepared, but no. Even if you practice here, it will make a huge difference for you, because we don't get the experience to play with them every day. We travel nowadays, we travel once each half a year, so we cannot meet every day. Even online, I cannot play with them because I live very far from the US, and the ping is extremely high. We cannot play. So to get this experience with them, I'm very lucky, I'm becoming better. Okay, so before I come here, I was playing Sheeva, but you saw how good she can be, but not with the variation that FOxy uses. I was using another move list that she has, which were they were strong, but not as good as the one FOxy uses. So when I saw FOxy using her yesterday, I opened my eyes, because, okay, I know how to play with Sheeva, but I can change the move and replace the move and put the stance. She throws fireball, the dragon stance, it is called. And I was surprised that I did really well with her today. I played her in 2 sets, I think, and I beat Gir without having much experience, you know, with this new move, and I think I might pick her tomorrow if things doesn't go well. To be honest, there was a lot of pressure on my head before I started my tournament today, but all of that went away when I qualified. You know, I am now in top 8. I'm very happy. Tomorrow will be best of 5. There will be losers. Even if you lose, you have second chance. Again, best of 5 and losers. So I'm very comfortable now. Not like today. Today I was thinking about it a lot, very, very much. Now, no pressure anymore. FOxy Grampa has a lot of experience, you know, if we are speaking about the top players here in the tournament, FOxy, Hayati, they have experience in all the NRS games, you know, Injustice 2, MK9, MKX, and if I want to nerf them, no, I think it's better for me if they are strong, you know, more challenging. I don't want anyone to not play well, you know, or get nerfed. I am one of those people that are lucky because my family supports me a lot in this. You know, as long as it brings money, they will support you, of course. Yeah. So yes, when I was young, I was playing a lot of games, and my mom and dad, they were taking the PS away from me so I can study. Of course, everyone had to face with this challenge, you know. But yeah. But the moment they saw me winning and becoming more famous, they told me, go ahead, study. As long as you can organize the time, you know, between studies and playing games, then why not? I've missed a lot of exams in my university, and it wasn't easy even to convince the teachers, you know, that, okay, he's gonna ask me, why did you miss the exam? I will answer, because I was in the US playing a tournament. And you know, the teacher in the university, he's old, you know, he doesn't understand esports or anything. So it was hard for me to convince him. But in the end, everything went well. I convinced them, and I sent them footage, you know, of me and everything. Some teachers were supportive, actually, yeah. They even wish me good luck when I go. The community in the Middle East for MK11 is way bigger now than before in Injustice 2 and MKX. We created, I was doing tournaments for them. The tournament is called Habibi Wars. So basically I was organizing online tournaments for them since Injustice 2, and to level them up and discover new talents. So in MK11, this continued, and we have a lot of good players now in the Middle East. Whenever we play online, with the EU region, with the CIS, we always win. You know, I know it's online, but we can prove ourselves even offline. I have a YouTube channel called Tekken Master, and whenever I release videos there, I have a lot of supporters from Iraq and Palestine, and also Saudi Arabia, and they are passionate a lot about Mortal Kombat. And they want to be, they always ask me, DM me, how can I be a professional esports player? And I tell them, you know, step by step, you practice hard, and we have a lot of potential, but unfortunately they cannot travel, you know, because no money, because it's hard for them. They have studies. They just need to sacrifice, you know. They don't understand this, that in order for you to be famous and become an esports player, you need to sacrifice and work harder than anyone else. So to start this, you have to practice, try to join online tournaments and get recognized by the people in the community. And slowly you will for sure join one of the offline tournaments, even get sponsored by a team. So actually last year, it was the first time that I get recognized, you know, officially in Bahrain. And it was the King of Bahrain. I shook the King of Bahrain's hand, you know. It's this is a huge accomplishment for me. And yeah, I got recognized, and they rewarded me with a trophy. And yeah, I'm getting the support of my country now. No, this is not possible because there is too much violence in the game. Maybe other games like Tekken, yes, but Mortal Kombat, Not anytime soon, but Injustice maybe, yeah. Injustice. Call of Duty. Because I'm an old school player, you know, that plays the old Call of Duty, which was all small maps, you know, and it was fun because you can see the people and kill, you know, right away. And the Warzone, I don't like it because like you have to like search for weapons and everything, and you like walk a lot of distance, and then in the end, someone snipes you from far, and then all over. Like it's not fun, you know, for me to like keep searching for people, and they all camp. Practice hard and believe in yourself. You know, fighting games, it's not easy to play. Not anyone can play it. Not like FIFA or Call of Duty. So I think in the next future fighting games, they should release easier tutorial, you know, so people can know how to play the game, you know, because the current tutorial, they only like teach you the mechanic of the games. But I think they could like teach them in a better way, how to punish stuffs and everything. So also they are making the game way easier than before. You know, fighting games before, they were like harder than now. They did this because they want the newcomers to buy the games, you know, the fighting games. So they made them easier. FOxy Grampa has been like my oldest rivalry in Mortal Kombat. I've been fighting him since 2015. He took away a lot of money from me. Like, yeah, he was winning first and I was getting second. But then like in the Injustice 2 and in MK11, I was like winning him more. And yeah. The way Mortal Kombat 11 is played right now, it really attracts newcomers to play the game because they have easy mechanics like crushing blows, fatal blows. You know, when you play Combat League online in Mortal Kombat, you see a lot of people abusing these stuffs, you know, which is like, for us, if they make the game easier, it is not good for me because I have skills and I cannot, you know, differentiate myself from others. It's hard to do that. Not like old games, which like was way hard to learn there. It did not affect me much because I was playing online all the time. I was practicing home. I was getting prepared for any tournament that's gonna come, which was like WePlay invited us and I was ready. But definitely if there are like more offline tournaments, if there was like no pandemic, I will be like more prepared, you know, because playing online doesn't make you better than when you play offline. When I got second at Evo, yeah, everything changed in my life. Actually, when I was playing the grand final, I didn't have emotions because all the stress went out when I was like playing during the tournament. And after I got second, I really wished that I got first because I was like one game away from winning. I resetted the bracket with Sonic Fox, but unfortunately, he played better than me at the end. And after that, everyone knew how strong Tekken Master is, you know. And then Nasr Esports, my team, is one of the big reasons as to why I am here, because they supported me a lot. I owe them a lot. There was an organization called Power League Gaming. They organized tournaments in the Middle East. Okay, the owner of that company is called Mr. Lalit. Okay, so this guy decided to send me to Evo because he saw me like doing very well in the other tournaments, you know, that was held in EU and the Middle East. So one of the workers there like told him that Tekken Master is really well, we have to fly him to Evo. And then he did. And I got second. After I got second, he got motivated to open an esports team. The same guy named Lalit. So he opened the esports because of that Evo story back in 2016. We opened Nasr Esports in 2017, March. They signed with me and signed with other players as well. Well-known players like Big Bird, Angry Bird, yeah. And from there, they decided to like fly me all over the world so I can like, you know, show the world how good Middle East can be in Mortal Kombat, and also my teammates in Street Fighter and other games. And yeah. So Lalit is an Indian guy who has a lot of experience in gaming industry. He was a distributor, like he was working in a distribution company, organization in the Middle East for over like 20 years. Because of this experience, he decided to open this esports, Nasr Esports. So yeah. When I was young, I was playing a game with my brother. He was pushing me with his leg in my house, and I fell on the floor. He pushed me with his legs, and I fell on the floor, and they had to do operation for me. Okay, so basically, Nasr Esports means victory in Arabic. Nasr means victory. Nasr, victory. And this logo is N, and at the same time, N in Arabic, both like linked together. So this is what it means. And this one is just like a design, you know, like I even forgot like what they have here, but yeah, it's a cool design. Yes, like before, my brother had to like fly me, you know, to like before like there was Nasr Esports, there was a barrier where esports wasn't well known like now, you know. And before they thought it's for kids, and there wasn't much tournaments in the Middle East. So that was one of the barriers. It was hard for me to prove myself. I had to like fly all over the world to like prove myself. I took a huge risk, and it paid off. No, my family, like we have a really close relationships with all of the members. We don't have issues, and they all support me, you know, all of them. They love seeing me in tournaments. Like I'm their one and only, you know. I am the youngest in the family, so they treat me special, and I always try to not let them down. There's like too much pressure when I travel to tournaments, not only from my sponsors, my family, my supporters, fans, all are like relying on me, you know, to represent Middle East, and so yeah, to deal with all of that is not easy. It's super hard. I'm that kind of a person where I reply to DMs like in Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and they always like ask me how to become better, and they support me in tournaments really. They like even share footage, you know, and then Instagram story and Twitter of me playing. It feels great to interact with my fans, you know? Yeah, and the bad situation, they like always question, why did I pick this character and lose? Well, you should have like went with other characters. You know, it's always like that. You know, tournaments, you win or lose. It doesn't matter who you are. You cannot win, and there will be days that you will lose, even if you're the best. It doesn't matter. And but most of the time they support me. You know, even when I lose, it can go better sometimes. Yeah, to be honest with you, I have experience in tournaments, but you see me like having no emotions, but I do. From the inside, I have a lot of emotions and nerves and everything, but I know how to control myself and like in tournaments. But still, sometimes nerves do affect me. Sometimes they get inside me, you know, especially when you're losing games and you start doubting yourself. Yeah, a lot of people told me how you're so calm in tournaments, but no, I try to look like I am calm, but from the inside, no, it's a different story. Inside me is like, it's always a lot of people are watching. I have to do well. If I lose, I will not look good, you know. It's too much pressure. Yeah, it's not easy, especially tomorrow, top 8. It's not going to be easy, especially also that I'm going to fight Hayati. And before I went to this tournament, they all were saying, beat Hayati. They want me to play against him and beat him. If you don't guys know, I am married. I'm a married person, and I do this as a full-time job. I also graduated from my university. I have a bachelor degree in management and marketing. So if like things did not work out in esports, I have my degree, you know, but still I want to continue doing this forever, you know. It's like this thing. I'm one of the luckiest persons in the world who can do this, you know, as a full-time. I wish I can continue this with Nasr Esports and we can grow together. I would like to thank all my family members that are watching me, even if they are not watching. I know they are like supporting me from the inside, and I love you all. I hope like I don't disappoint you guys. Well, I'm like that kind of an emotional person, to be honest. I get affected a lot by the crowd, by the like everything, you know, when it comes to emotions, and it could destroy you if you cannot, you know, like, if you don't know how to like control it, you know. But I do know how to control it. But sometimes they get inside my head, you know. Like if I play against someone and all of the people behind me cheer for him, of course it affects me, and I try to not like listen to them, you know, because they cannot help him, you know. It's just they cheer and they cannot do anything inside the game. You have to play all kinds of games to see in which area you are like really good, you know.
Slip away at the last moment. Now Tekken Master bringing a unique variation we haven't seen before.
Because I love what I do. Also, my family, they support me always, and Nasr Esports, they support me. Those two things like what keeps me doing what I do, you know. I have a lot of experience from like being in the past tournaments, so I don't feel like nervous. Most likely I can control my nerves, you know. The people back in my country, they want always like top 2, you know, from me at least. So that puts a lot of pressure into my head, but I'm used to it, you know. I travel the world, and all the time they want me to place well, which is extremely difficult to do.
He cannot afford to lose any more sets if he wants to have that kind of safety. Currently 1-2 in sets. If he can take out Tekken Master, not only is that one of the heaviest competition, it's also tying up his record, which you really want to do if you can.
Shout out to all my family back in Bahrain and all the people who support me, as well as Nasr Esports for supporting me during my whole career, and also shout out to Legion, to Red Bull, yeah, to all the supporters. شباب إن شاء الله بنحاول نفوز بهالبطولة، بس أهم شيء تشجيعكم، ولا تنسون تذكرونا دائما وتدعون حقنا.